Hello, it's Elaine from Penguin Placed Crafts. It is Tuesday, October 3rd. And even though it's the 3rd of October, I still have not completely set up my October calendar in my day planner. I have a little section on one of the blank, sometimes it's up at the top if the week starts on a Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes it's down the bottom, like this month, because the week started on a Sunday. I know what day it is. So down in the corner, I have a little block that says my Etsy sales. High, low, average for number of sales, dollar amount of sales, and then sales overall, which would include, somebody contacting me on Facebook for an order or craft shows, or I don't know. I think that's about it for the other sales. Overall sales, high, average, and low. Got that filled in. I still haven't come up with the figures for my Ravelry stash. That's just a matter of downloading the stash as an Excel file, and I have to take the total of, I think it's column M for all of my entries, and then multiply it by 0.0022 to figure out how many pounds of yarn I have. So that's like a 5-minute task. I just haven't done it. And the longer task, I also have a little section where I record how many items I have in inventory and my total dollar amount of inventory. I have not updated that from Saturday's show. So I got some work to do. I haven't done it. I'll get to it. I did get my first Etsy sale this morning. My first Etsy sale of the month. Woot, woot. I sold a pattern. I sold the pattern for Aleasaurus. So my granddaughter, Aaliyah, gets 50% of the pattern sale. So she's going to be very happy when I go to see her this weekend and I say, here, you helped me design this. Somebody bought the pattern. You get half. Okay. Finished items. This is since, I think on Sunday, I showed you what I had done. And, for the month of October, I've been making little stuff. Like I said, I wanted to make 10 mushrooms this month. So this is the pop-up mushroom. Is it Crushy Bushy by Crochet? It's hard to do this with one hand. But there is a pastel one. The cap is a double strand of like Jamie Baby in the pastel colors. I tried to throw that on the bed and it landed on the floor. I also made one, same color scheme, from my mini mushroom pattern that's free on my blog. 2 mushrooms. Not that. We're working on mushrooms now. Give me a mushroom. I also made from the pop mushroom an orange. Okay. Get your hand empty. And a gold. I believe they were orange and gold that sold at the craft show. So these last 2 were replacements for some that sold at the craft show. I sold 1 coffee cup at the craft show, but the coffee cups were getting a lot of attention, so I wanted to have my little basket of coffee cups well stocked for this Saturday show. So I made an angry orange coffee cup. Well, then another thing on my October goals, 2 more things on my October goals. One was to make something from the Whimsical Creations, I think it is, book. Well, I made a carrot. Then I made another carrot. Then I made another carrot. Because for amigurumi wars, if you make something little, you need to make 3 of them. And I was trying to use up the orange yarn. I did use up the orange yarn between this and that coffee cup. So, got to check that off. So then, as I showed you, I got out the Kids Multi Yarn. Very jazzy yarn. That is my next use up. And I was just sitting there leafing through my patterns, trying to figure out what I was going to make with it. My husband said, "You should make a pumpkin." The wheels start turning. There's my pumpkin. It's almost like a stained glass pumpkin. This is that same pattern, the Scrappy Pumpkin from, is it Gina's Crochet Therapy? I will put it up there because I don't remember the name exactly. Where you have the same repeat of 2 rows, and I was alternating colors between black and the variegated. This is going to sell on Saturday. Somebody's going to buy this. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I want to make more. I want to see how it works up with other variegated yarns. So, I'm making another item from that yarn. I'm probably about half done with it. The body is done. I'm about halfway done with the head. Then there's a few other, the legs, a tail. So, wait till you see the next cute thing. Well, I know. I said I'm not going to do crochet alongs anymore. Because crochet alongs, sometimes I end up with sort of unusual items that are hard to sell. But I got an email about this new crochet along that's going on now. The Sweet or Spooky CAL. Cute little patterns. The first one was a bat. I've had a bad experience with a bat. I made a bat as a custom order, and the customer returned it because her grandchildren wouldn't play with it. So I don't like making bats anymore. I don't know if I ever sold that. Maybe I did. Maybe it's still just sitting in my inventory. If it is, I'll have to take it to this week's show because I'll do some of my Halloween stuff that I need to get rid of. But this week's pattern for the Sweet or Spooky Crochet Along is adorable. It is the Frog Wizard. See? He's got his little wizard hat, and he's got his little wizard cape. It is by Curious Papaya. So if you did a search on Instagram for hashtag Sweet or Spooky CAL, you probably could find it there, or you could go to Curious Papaya's website, get on her mailing list, all that. But I definitely want to make a couple of these. This pattern is free. You have to sign up for the Crochet Along email. It's free from October 2nd, which was yesterday, until October 8th. So if you want to get this, act quickly. So that's it for today. I'm going to get back to work on my brightly colored variegated project that you're just going to go, "Aw," when you see it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. And there's another project that I want to finish up so I can do that video. So you will see this shirt again. I did a lead-in to that video. And then once I finish the item, I did a first impressions. It's a kit where everything is included for you to make a little amigurumi. And I did a first impressions video in this shirt earlier today. And then once I finish the item, how come I always get a tickle in my throat when I start doing a video? When I finish the item, I will tape another segment to show the finished product and merge them together and upload that video. So, time to go play with yarn. Bye-bye. That should be the way I finish. Should be the way I finish my video. Time to go play with yarn. But the problem is, a lot of times when I finish a video, I'm not going to play with yarn. I'm going out to make dinner, or I'm going out running off to work, or I've got something I gotta do before I can play with yarn. Now I can play with yarn. And usually there's the show that I usually watch when I get home from work has been preempted by a baseball game. So I'll go watch some YouTube yarn videos while I work. So that's it. Took me a long time to say that, to say goodbye, right? So that I can, time to go play with yarn. Bye-bye.